Okay. We are recording. All right. Well, thank you everybody just for hopping on. Who's waving? Is that one of Tiffany's gals? And thank you for taking the time for getting on, because this just, it tells me that you care about your business and you want to learn more about how to take your business to the next level. And I'm just so excited about what these next 3 months are going to look like for our team. And as we kind of roll into Tampa and get ready to have some fun, we were talking because some of us have the opportunity to be at 2 parties. Some of us have the opportunity to be at 3 parties, and I'm one of those that's going for the 3 parties. So I want to be at casino night, I want to be at the Eltons, and I want to be at the normal Saturday night party because I'm a party gal and I like to celebrate. So anyway, just wanted to say thanks again. And tonight we're just going to talk about qualify your business, what that looks like. Maybe if Kim, do you have some visuals maybe to share with us on what that looks like, what a qualified business looks like, even how the company looks at your business when it's qualified, what that means to them, and then income wise, what a qualified means as far as your income, what a qualified business means. And so so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Kim, and then we might just kind of go back and forth a little bit of tag teaming here.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm excited because this is one of my favorite parts of the business to talk about. And again, kudos to you all, because I know you guys want to move your businesses forward and want to learn. And I also know that you love Rihanna. And, what I love with this business is that, you get to do what you want to do, and you also get to help support your friends. And, as you help her grow her business, she's turning around and helping you grow your business. Right. And so it's a win-win. And it's super exciting. So we'll talk through those things that Rihanna just mentioned. But first of all, I just want to start out with, because I know there'll be some newer people that are, listen to this recording. So what is a qualified business, and why is that so important? And I will tell you, it is the backbone of our marketing plan. You'll hear us talk about a qualified business, a club, or a jackpot business. It's all the same thing. Okay. And I know we talk about that on our team calls, the jackpot business. It's all the same thing. And it's the equivalent of having 1,000 points in your pay line between you, your dealers, and your direct distributors. Okay. Ultimately, what you want to do is you want to get 24 Trio customers of your own, or the equivalent of that is 11 Shred 10 shredders. Okay, and I'll show you a graphic with that in a minute. But, 24 Trio customers of your own gets you a customer qualified. But what I love is with our marketing plan, as you're building up to a qualified business, you get to count all of your dealers, your new reps, new orders, and your DDs. Those all go into those 1,000 points that you need. So you don't have to come up with 24 trios in your first month to be qualified. Right? They give you that chance to, over any amount of time, get that customer base yourself. But when you are at that 14% commission level and you've got that jackpot business, I'm going to probably say jackpot business a lot more because I think it's fun. And it goes with the casino party. Yeah. But you get, and I know some of you know this, but you get an extra 5%. When you are qualified, you get that extra 5% off of your team's business. Everybody that's a DD and above, so anybody that has commission, is a commissioned rep, you get that extra 5%. Now, when I started, I had no idea how much that impacted my paycheck. And in the beginning, if you look at how your paycheck is broken down, it's not the biggest part of your paycheck. But I will tell you now, when I look at my paycheck and I look at how it's broken down, it's the biggest part of my paycheck is that 5% performance bonus. So it makes a difference. And I don't ever want people to leave money on the table. So as soon as you hit that 2,000 plus, I want you to qualify your business the next month, because then as you're growing your team, you're never losing out on money. That 5%, if you don't get it, it's just gone. You don't get it that month. And I'll tell you, just even from this past month on our team, I had a rep lose about $250, $300 because she's not qualified. Okay, that's substantial, bit of cash that just is gone that you don't get back. So that's why I want people to be qualified so that you can always take advantage of the marketing plan. And really so back to the core of how our company views it, they want you to have your own solid customer base, right? Those 24 trios are equivalent of that. And then you're teaching others to do the same. That's our whole marketing plan. So, Rihanna goes, okay, I've got my qualified business. I want to help 12 people do that. They don't all need to be frontline to her. Like Kim Campbell, you're a good example. You and then Tammy's qualified underneath you. They both count for Rihanna. So it doesn't have to be 12 frontline for Rihanna, but 12 within the first 5 qualified legs, 5 qualified generations for her, which is right now everybody on her team will count. Okay. But the company goes, that's when we go, okay, people are having a good income experience. We don't want you to have 400 customers, just 25 to 40 trio customers or equivalent of that. Great. So as you look at doing that, and some of you I know are working on your 2,000 plus, 11, you can get to your 2,000 plus just by those 8 households, right? But maybe if you have 11 shredders, you have a qualified business. So we're not talking tons of people to qualify your business. And I really like the sticky note chart. And I don't think I pulled that one as a graphic, but I really like that sticky note chart because you can, and this one's a little different. Hold on. Oh, I don't know if you can see this, but this one is on our virtual office. But this is a qualified business. When you have these little sticky notes filled in, that's your qualified business. So I'm going to share my screen real quick here, Rihanna.
Okay, I just put that sticky note visual that you're showing in that Team Tenacious in case anybody wanted access to.
Okay, sorry, I have them up here. So you guys get a sneak preview of part of my customer care talk for tomorrow. So don't look too close. Oh shoot, can you guys see the numbers or are we in the way?
No, I can see on this end we can see.
Can you see it? Okay. Don't worry about the bottom, the retention stuff. I'll cover that tomorrow. But I want you to see what your income looks like with a 24 trios as a customer qualified business. If you're a direct distributor, don't worry about all these numbers. You're at $295 a month. Okay. So you're making $3,500 a year. So some of you on the phone or on the Zoom, you're at that level right now. But and I'll give you the number because the VF number isn't on this screen for tomorrow, but it's $376 a month. Okay, so you having those 24 trio customers is worth $376 a month. That's just you, nobody else on your team, just you. As a sales coordinator, because you're up to the full 22% commission level, now you're at $458 a month. Okay, so this is why the company puts so much value on this. And then we'll talk about the retention part tomorrow. Okay, and Rihanna, feel free to add in if I'm missing something. You feel free to add in. The other number that I wanted. No, I did that number, sorry. But let's talk a little bit about the casino party too, because you guys, when Sean and Jennifer throw a party, you definitely want to be there. And I know Rihanna's a party girl, and I know some of the rest of you on this team are too, because I've partied with you. But it is going to be amazing, to be there. But how many people on your team do you want to bless with helping them get there as a qualified business, right? Like to me, that's the most fun is okay, maybe you're qualified to get there, but who can you help? Who on your team can you help get there? I'd love to see you all join me at the party. Okay, we have four already qualified from our team. So Andrea, Priscilla, Sierra, and I are already qualified. I would love to see a lot of you from this team, right? So if we're gonna be a 12 club team, you've got 3 people right now. It's going to step up to the plate right now in July, and it's a little sense of urgency because when people hit their 2,000 plus, they're not eligible to be a qualified business until the next month. So if they hit their 2,000 plus this month in July, great, they can be a qualifier in August. If they don't hit it till August, they're 2,000 plus, they can be a qualifier in September, which is just in time to hit the 12 club for the Eltons. Okay. But if they don't hit the 2,000,
don't want to wait until.
No, we don't. I don't like pushing things to the deadline. So, so a little sense of urgency to see who can get who on your teams and who are you just getting started. I just got off a Zoom call with a brand new rep she grabbed a couple orders this week while she was on vacation. She's going to aim to hit her 2,000 plus by the end of the month. And she just got started. So who are you in conversations with? You can paint that picture. Because it doesn't have to take 60 days. Really, you can do your 2,000 plus in a weekend. So who are you talking to? Who can you attract to go, gosh, you know what? We're having so much fun. I'm looking for 3 people that want to, you know what, join this healthy living revolution, that want to make an impact, that want to create a little bit of income, maybe a lot, but at least a little bit of income for themselves and their family. I don't know if it's a fit for you, but why don't you come check it out? I think you'd fit right in. Right? Like how many of those conversations can you have in the next week or two? Because you want to give people a chance for success. And yeah, Rihanna's goal is she'd like to hit this by August and not push it till September. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you one reason, honestly, and I think you guys will get it, is when you get to go to the Eltons, your spouse gets to come along. Okay. Now for some of us, planning, well, it's probably never easy. It's always a challenge for families. But Rihanna has a little extra challenge if her husband's going to be able to come join her at the Eltons. So planning last minute is a little harder than it is for some of us. So that being said, but the Eltons, I want to paint this picture of the Eltons because I know you haven't all seen it or been there or even been to conference yet, because I know we've got a lot of new people that aren't even on the Zoom tonight on Rihanna's team. Yeah. And the company does it once a year. So the Eltons is a black tie. They roll out the red carpet, and they literally roll out the red carpet for the Eltons, and it is fun. It is all expense paid. It's the food, it's the entertainment, it's the drinks. It is a fabulous time to spend with people who are top levels in our company. They're honoring the Elton Award winners. They're honoring the top people for the year and the Founders Award. And so you get a chance to really, lock arms and meet people that are being super successful in our business. And it's an honor to be, and I'll tell you, it's an honor for me to go and represent our team, because that's how I see it. I'm not there by myself, right? I'm there because of some of you, because you're a qualified business. And it really is an honor to go and to represent your team. And so for some of you, you may go, hey, my next goal is a 3 club. You know what? That's awesome. We're going to recognize 3, 6, 9, and 12 within our own team. The company recognizes 3 club and 12 club with the ribbons at conference, but we're recognizing each of those because it's super important that you're helping a few people and then a few more to get to that qualified business. And with Rihanna going, Brenda also gets to go. So because she's Rihanna's sponsor, and she'll have those 12 clubs too. So we could have 3 of us representing our team this year at the Eltons, and then next year I'd love to see it double, because it's a whole lot of fun. And it is, one really incredible special night that if you come see it, you'll know, because you can watch people walk in, and it just gives you a little taste of really how much fun it is to be inside. But there's no holding back. When the Juice Plus company throws a party, they know how to throw a party. So Rihanna, I want to stop and see if there's other things that you wanted me to cover.
Okay, so we talked about income. We talked about what it looks like. I like the sticky note. I like that visual, but I think just making sure people understand that it's a team effort. Like getting to a customer qualified is great, but just keep in mind that you can be a PB qualified business before then, just with the 1,000 points from your team. And so that means that continuing to frontline and add to your team is going to help, because even somebody who, right, Brenda, or Kim, anybody who joins your team, their orders are going to count towards that qualified business, towards that 1,000 PBC.
Right. Yeah. So those 24, and yeah, and don't get too, some of you are more working on the customer qualified, but just to get qualified, it's you, your new reps, your dealers, and your DD. So people who are at that 6%, they've done their HLP, but they're still working, they all count.
Mm-hmm.
So that's huge, if you get started. And yeah, so it really is bringing on some new reps and having fun, bringing on new people. So I'm going to encourage you, and I don't know, this is a shift for some people, but we really have 5 doors to come in, right? We have the Juice Plus door, the Shakes and Bars, the Omegas, the Tower Garden, and we have our business. And I want to encourage you, you need to share all 5 every time. Because I don't know somebody's need. I'm talking to them, I don't know all of their needs. So I tell them, here's the 5 options that I have for you for a healthier life, right? And a healthier life, healthy finances is important. So here's the 5 options. Which doors seem to be the best fit for you? That's why I like sharing that Jumpstart to Healthier Life video, because it covers them all, right? But make sure, are you sharing that business door every single time? And are you inviting people and having those conversations every day to invite people into your team? Mm-hmm. And if not, that's something that I'm going to encourage you, to think about and go, okay, how can I change my activity for the rest of the month of July? Can I set a goal? Can I talk to X amount of people, 1, 5, 10 a day, about what we have to offer? About hopping onto a Zoom, coming to an event, checking out the Freedom Revolution. Because I found, and I'll tell you honestly, as I grew my business, I found myself going through different stages and going, oh gosh, when's the last time I shared my business story? Imagine if I only shared it twice a month, I'm probably not getting anybody, to join my team, right? Mm-hmm. So looking at that and tracking and kind of shifting some things, I had to do as I grew. I went, wait, if I want people to come and join me in this mission, then I got to talk to some people and make sure that that's in the front of my mind and on the tip of my tongue, and asking people to come join me. And that may be from the start. It may be when they go, oh, I don't know, it might be expensive, or okay, great, let's talk about some options. Are you open? There's all sorts of ways to have those conversations, but it's important to have them.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk turkey. This is what my husband says when we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Let's talk turkey. So here's our board. I showed you guys a picture, and this is our 3 qualifiers that we have right now. And I know you guys are thinking, oh my gosh, why does she even think that we can make it in 3 months? And let me tell you why I totally think that we can. Because Kim is qualified, Tammy's qualified, Tiffany is qualified. And I think that we could probably add for sure. I know for sure there's another gal who will probably be qualified by the end of this month. So that's 4. So that's a quarter of the way there. But I think that there's a possibility that with some new people that's coming on Kim's team, there's a possibility that she could add another 1 to 2 qualifiers on her team. There's a possibility that Tiffany's got a couple of gals that are ready to start their business. There's a possibility they can do their 2,000 plus like that and qualify their business in August. So that's another 2. And these new people that are coming on, if they are doing the same thing that they did, they can also bring someone else to qualify their business. And then all these people get to go to the casino night party, right? But next thing you know, this whole board will be full. So if Tiffany gets another couple gals, that's 6. If Zaima, who I think will qualify her business this month, if Zaima gets another 2, that gives us 8, right? And then we have 4 left for any of these other gals that might join their business, start their business, and then grab somebody else to qualify in a month, in September, like they did. So anyway, that's why it's totally possible to do that. And I've seen people like Kim and Zaima, I've seen them qualify their businesses, or not qualify, but get to that 2,000 plus really quickly. Kim did it in 30 days. Zaima did it in 2.5 weeks, which means that they are eligible to qualify their business that next month. So when you see people moving that quickly in their business, you know that it's possible to grab some qualifiers pretty quickly. So I think it's totally doable, and I'm excited about going for it. I look at this and I'm like, yeah, there's only, we're only a third, or what is that? A quarter of the way there right now, but we've got momentum on our team right now. And that is why I totally believe, that and I know Valerie is one of our players who's wanting to qualify her business. She's got a thumbs up. She has a goal to be in Tampa as a qualified BF, and so one of these spots is for her. And if she brings somebody else on board, then not only does she get to go to casino night, but the person that she started on her team that qualified their business gets to go to casino night too. And so we have the opportunity to have a great big old party, and have a lot of Team Tenacious people showing up at the casino night, and then have a Team Tenacious representative at the Eltons, which would be so fun, of course. And
in the bright red dress.
In that bright red dress that everybody picked out for me to wear. So down the red carpet. Hopefully I don't just blend in.
You don't blend in anywhere, so you stick out. You shine.
And yes, I'm glad you mentioned that, because that is something that we have to kind of keep in mind, is if Sandro if he is going to be able to come for 12 Club to come to the Eltons with me, we'll need to make plans for that as soon as possible. So what kinds of plans can you guys make to, kind of think about, all right, what does that mean for me? Some of you already have a qualified business. How many people do you want to bring onto your team with qualified businesses now? And then if you're trying to qualify your business, how many people do you want to talk to a day to make sure that you can get those sticky notes filled, with trios or shredders or whatever it may be. Because we will have to definitely be very intentional about it, and it won't be burdensome, but it'll be something that's fun because we're all going for it together, and and just checking in with each other. And I would love to just have a lot of activity and fun, like on our Voxer. And whenever anybody gets a new trio, whenever anybody gets a new team member or someone's close to qualifying, let's celebrate each other. Let's call those things out and just have a really great time. Hi, my girls. Oh my gosh. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Harper.
Say hi real quick. Hi.
Hi, girls.
They're so cute.
I miss you.
Oh, they miss you so much.
I gotta
They asked the other day, when can Rihanna come and play again?
Oh, I'm gonna come back soon. I don't know when.
You gotta go there though too, don't you?
That's true.
Yeah.
It's biting.
That's so do you guys have questions, or because I'd love to say, either say here what you guys are committed to tonight if you have a commitment. If not, I'm going to challenge you to think about it tonight and let Rihanna know tomorrow, like, okay, here's what I'm committed to for the team. I will definitely qualify my business, or I'm going to be a 2 club or 3, whatever. If right now, here's what I'm committed to, share it. If not, I really want you to tell Rihanna by tomorrow, so she just knows where everybody is and what they want to do, and what she can, what's counted on that board. Like, okay, Valerie, if that's yours commitment, okay, then she's penciling your name in and she's going to count on you doing that. Now we're going to help you guys, right? Like we're going to have a lot of support, and we've got the 90-day game plan, which is perfect timing. Yeah. There's plenty of events. There's no excuses for not having events to invite to for the next 90 days. But maybe some of you, I'd love to hear just feedback or what you think about this.
I had one quick question. So for the casino party, does that person have to be brand new qualified? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Brand new. So like you and Tammy are both qualifiers. So you each need to just create a new qualifier.
Okay.
And then you both get to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
And I don't know, spouses can go. I don't know what the cost is going to be, but I do know spouses So think about this, because I know there's already about at least three spouses that are going. I mean, think about if you're bringing some new people and they get to go to this casino party and they can bring their spouse if they want. Think about what that's going to do for their business. If that's one of their first exposures to our company, right?
Oh, here's a dog. Yes, exactly. No, she's fine.
Kim, are you escaping?
Trying to get away from my children and my dog. Sorry.
I was just laughing. I'm like,
hashtag my life, right?
Hashtag my life.
that trust me, that's my whole life until now. Now I'm like, now that I'm almost an empty nester, it's different.
Now it's quiet, huh?
No, it's gonna be too quiet. But this is exactly how I grew my business, was with mom, you know.
Yes. So, something else I was thinking. Sorry, I don't want to ask all the questions.
Girl, ask away.
Oh, shoot, I just lost it. I lost my train of thought. Okay.
Did anybody else have a question while she's trying to recoup?
Trying to get out of here.
Are you in your pantry?
I should just go to my shower or my bathroom.
No, because then you get the little hands under the door, right?
Right.
Oh, goodness.
Funny.
No, I don't have a question, but I will say that I absolutely am 100% behind you, Rihanna. I think this is absolutely doable. It's scary, but it's doable. So
my big, hairy, audacious goal. So
absolutely, they talked about that at our church.
Going for it at 100, going for it. Gonna be better place.
Wait, Ron, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Very well.
Okay. I'm regardless whether I make it or not, I'm gonna be in a much better place going for it than if I didn't go for it. So it just makes sense for me to go for it and know that it's completely and totally doable, and just try to rally the troops as much as possible, because I know that you guys want to improve your business as well, and we can all do this together as a team, and I know it. And even like the people who aren't watching on live right now, but I know, other people too who are just excited, to move their businesses forward, and that's why I know it's totally cool.
It is, and Ron and Brenda and I have talked, and if you know me very well, I love to just encourage people to to go for it, but also making sure it's doable. And when the timing is right, you got to go, and when you've got some momentum on your team, you got to go for it and step it up. And I think I know it's there. There's a lot of great new people coming on board on your teams, and so this is the time. And Rihanna needs to take advantage of that, which means that each one of your businesses will increase and improve and grow if you hop on the train and join her.
Get on the train.
So I have something I wanted to share real quick. So if this tells you that you can't give up on people. Okay. So Rihanna doesn't even know this. So Robin was one of my team members. Okay. And she, I put that out there for the shred. And she commented and she said, girl, I want to join you this time. And she quit, totally stopped being a rep. She said, no, it's too expensive. My mom sells Amway. I'm just going to take that. And I was like, okay, but I never gave up on her. And I always, keep checking in on her and everything. She's joining me for the shred. And I just texted her a little bit ago. And she said that she still has some of her Juice Plus that she's going to be taking during the shred as well. So I'm like, okay. So this is really exciting. So
yeah, I remember her.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you know what?
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
Know what's just for people when the timing's right. So you love on them all the time.
Yep.
And on her team, or who's going to be coming on, Melanie, who we talked. It's been over a year. I think that we have had a conversation with this girl, and she finally said this week, I'm ready to do this. It just makes
Oh.
sense. So
On Tiffany's team?
yeah, for Tiff. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I got another phone call, yesterday or day before, from a girl who I haven't talked to in probably a good year and a half. And she was one of the first people that came to one of my parties. That was almost 3 years ago. And she literally called and was like, I'm ready to sell Juice Plus. Give me a call. Okay. I will do that.
So see, that's why we just gotta like take this momentum,
Yep.
put it to work, and
Yep.
So, wow. Okay, so here's the vision that I share with Rihanna that I know Zaima's not on here, but Tiffany hearing that, I didn't know about a couple of those people, but this was my vision. I'm like, Tiffany and Kim and Zaima to all be at least 3 club. Like it's really doable for each one of you as a leader to be a 3 club. Doesn't mean other people on the call can't either. I just know those 3 of you are frontline to Rihanna. Like it is doable. And what if that was your part of the 12 club, right? Like, okay, you created 3 club, you get your ribbon, you get the recognition. Each one of you does, and you created that piece. You did your part to get the 12 club for the team. I think it's really doable.
totally doable.
That's why we've been talking like this is so doable, but that means carving out that time, making sure that you're having those conversations and you're really excited and you are doing a bunch of getting Rihanna. She's going to be busy. You guys better keep her really darn busy for the next 3 months, right? Especially the next couple months. And we're going to talk about this on our team call. So hop on at 8 because you're going to hear an example of somebody who
Oh, she's frozen. Is she frozen to you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's robotic, Kim. Oh my gosh, so robotic right now.
Oh no.
Kim, you froze. Well, I know tomorrow her and Kelly Arter are doing the customer experience training on the peak team at 8 o'clock. So that's going to be 9 o'clock for you, Kim. 6 o'clock for you West Coast people. 9 o'clock for you West Coast or East Coast people. And I think she's going to talk about Kelly Arter, who's gotten a lot of momentum and worked people in pretty fast, qualified pretty fast. So, oh, we lost her. We'll probably drop off here. She'll probably come back in. So I'm sure that'll be a really good call to get on to and make sure your teams are on as well. And so I know that was something I really wanted to focus on after conference, was making sure that we were getting our teams on to the Monday night calls, because those training calls are really important. That means not only you are being intentional about your business, but you are helping your team to be intentional about their business. So there you are.
Sorry. I was like, okay, I must have talked way too much because you cut me off.
Yeah. Robot Kim, I was waiting to see that for a second. So you were
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
The call tomorrow night.
What's that?
You were talking about the call tomorrow night. Were you going to talk about Kelly Arter?
Actually, our team call at 8. You're going to want to hop on.
Right.
So we have that one at 8, which is going to be about doing connection calls.
Oh.
And I don't know if and
then what peak team is that 8:30 or no?
And peak team is at 8:30. So our team call will be about connection calls, and we're gonna have some examples, and I'm having Dana share, who's just been doing a bunch of them. And you guys will want to get your new reps on, because Dana's just started. She went to Branson boot camp. She's one of those that you love on for a while. She joined my team 3 years ago, did nothing, and she came to Branson boot camp, and she's already done her 2,000 plus, has 4 new team members, frontline, a fifth or sixth one in the works. But she's done events, and she has hopped me on a bunch of Zoom calls. She's kept me busy this month with those things, which is great, right? And so she's going to share, because those are those things that we want people to do right away. Mm-hmm. Well, she'll qualify her business this month, no problem. So she'll be at the casino party. But I want, if you've got new reps, hop them on our team call because they're going to get to hear her. She's brand new. They're going to get to go, oh, okay, that's what she did. I can do that. And if you've been around a while and you haven't done that, you go, okay, hey, I can do that. You get to draw a line in the sand any day you want. And that's the cool thing with our business, and you get to draw a line in the sand and go, okay, no matter what, if I loved what's happened up until now, or I'm not happy with everything that's happened up until now, it's okay. Draw the line in the sand and go, okay, today on, this is what I'm committing to. And I'm a big affirmations, I like image. I like to have that mindset is huge. So, put that picture in your head and of what you want in the next 90 days or about 80 days now, 85, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Get that picture in and go, okay, this is what I'm committing to. And then you don't budge. When that picture's in your brain, you keep it there, but you got to have a why. Like, what's your celebration? Besides Rihanna wearing that beautiful red dress and getting to go to the Eltons and Brenda and I getting to join her and all celebrating for our team, what's your why? What do you get to celebrate at the end? Is it a 3 club? What are you going to do to celebrate that for you? If it's you're going to be a new qualifier, you're going to get to the 2,000 plus and you're going to qualify. Awesome. What reward are you giving yourself besides whatever the company gives? Right? I want you to think about that. I want you to put it down on paper. I want you to put it where you can see it and focus on that. And then you go, okay, I got to do the activity to make that goal happen. Because I'm telling you, Rihanna is going to make it happen. And you're going to want to be one of her players. You're not going to want to be left off that bus.
Can you guys read that? I am 100% focused on 12 Club. I do whatever it takes to make it become reality. So this is a card that I've been reading every day for the last, I don't know how many days. That's why I'm not willing to give up on 12 Club 3 months before my deadline, because I've been reading this card and I'm focused on it. So when you're focused on something, you don't just, forget about it. I'm not, you don't just, shove it off to the side, and be like, well, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. No, when you're telling yourself I'm focused on it and you're making that activity happen so that you make sure that you're going to get there. And that's all I know is that I have to put the activity forth as if I'm going for 12 Club, because if I don't, then I'm not going to reach it. But if I'm affirming myself and telling myself every day, I'm 100% focused on 12 Club, and I do whatever it takes to make it become a reality, there's a pretty dang good chance I'm going to get to 12 Club. Okay. So, so that's what she means. Like, put it down on the card. So if it's for you, if it's 3 Club, put it down on the card, whatever whatever it is, and focus on that. Repeat it to yourself. Visualize yourself, being a 3 Club, seeing that on your virtual office, 3 Club, getting that ribbon at conference that says 3 Club, like seeing that increase in your paycheck. 3 Club is what got me to, it's what keeps me in the Comma Club, you guys.
I said, you're going to be you're going to be into the Comma Club for sure with the 3 Club. Okay.
How many of you want a comma in your paycheck? It's nice. It's really nice.
And it's usually what makes your husbands go, oh, hey, maybe your husband's on board and maybe they're not, but if they're not, guaranteed, when you get a comma in your paycheck, they realize it's not just this little side hobby. It's like, oh, hey, that was kind of, like when it starts paying the mortgage or something like that, it makes a difference to those guys. And then all of a sudden they're more supportive and it's easier to go, hey, can you take this household job, or I need to go do this, for a couple hours. Can you take over the kids for a couple hours while I'm gone?
Yeah. And if you don't have a husband, then you're looking at it like in yourself. You're like, oh, dang, look at what I did. That's that self-worth coming up for yourself, because you're looking at that and you're pretty proud, that you could do that for yourself. So husband or not, it feels good to have that, earn that comma in your paycheck. So, all right. Well, I want this to not be too long of a call or a recording for people to watch. So if you guys have any other questions or anything that you wanted to add before we get on?
Maybe this is something that you can put on just like our Voxer message, Rihanna, and even Kim too, but like something for us to like some tidbits of what you guys are doing every day. Just like, I mean, I don't know, just some words of wisdom and maybe some tips of different things, activities that you are doing every day. Like how many people, I mean, I know it's all individual. Like, you know, I try to reach out to at least 5 new people a day that I've never talked to, you know, just different things like that. Just, you know, any information that you could give us, you know, trying to get to that next level.
Okay. All right. I can do that. I can put that in there. And Brenda, they can help as well. And if anybody else on the team, if I know Zaima's got some, she had a really great DMO that she started out with when she started, and then she had some stuff in her family go on, and so that's probably one of the reasons why she's not on tonight. But I know, like, yeah, that's something that's really easy to share, but will be helpful. So thank you for asking that. All right, thanks again, everybody, for getting on. I love you guys so much.
Love you guys.
Great to see you all.
Bye.
Love you guys. You've got an amazing small Brianna, so.
We just caught 3 lightning bugs.
No, 4.
Oh, 4 lightning bugs.
1 died.
One died.
I switched.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.